I've been interested in art all my life. And in college I was able to take art, and when I was working on my California credential, I took all of my classes in art. I had a little taste of ceramics, but that was it. And then I did painting and other things. But how I got into ceramics myself was I was teaching children and having to be very creative with them, and I felt like it was everything giving, 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 so I needed something back in return. And so that's how I actually got started in working with clay. I began to take adult classes through the public school, and then when that closed, they lost their funding, then I started taking them at other places. One of the things I do, which is interesting, I do what's called winter's count, and every night for each month, each page is a month, all right, and every night I take one particular thing, one thing that was significant, and I use symbols. So symbols have been very important to me in terms of the art that I do, in terms of ceramics. So this, for example, I believe this was a time when things weren't going so well for me physically. If you can see, these are all body parts. And inside there I am hiding. I do not want to deal with the reality of all of these things that are happening, like your eyes and your intestines and all these things. But yeah, so this is how this piece actually got created. But again, it was more the idea of symbols. In my apartment, I don't have a lot of surface space, so I had to create things that could go on the wall. So that's what I decided to do. I created suns. I love this special one. It's done easily with slab work, so that was, and then whatever I added onto it. And then I also learned how to weave, so then I decided I could do weaving on top of work. So then I added weaving on top of work. So slab work and weaving. I think it means different things to different people. Every year I get asked to make a piece for retreat, and so I make it so it's part of the environment for Holy Family Retreat, and then they give that piece to the person who was the director. Well, to me, that someone is asking me to make a piece, not telling me what to make, just asking me, this is the theme, can you make a piece? So I make the piece and then know that it's being given to someone. And this year, the person who got it told me afterwards how much it meant to her and that she was going to, again, use it for another occasion that she had. I think in everything that I do, I bring who I am and my relationship with God and others. In terms of a spiritual dimension, that is the spiritual dimension. The human dimension, to me, is the spiritual dimension. It's not like there's something here and something here. It's one. It's all one. So spirituality isn't all of this. In these birds and in these ocarinas, spirituality is there because it's in me. So it's in there.